Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh on Series JG. I hope I don't regret this. I'm fairly close to leveling, but we're going to jump right into another mission rather than me trying to finish getting my level off screen. This will only be a problem if this mission turns out to be really difficult and I burn through 9 Summoner's Candles. It does have a Guardian Spirit at the end, which suggests that we'll have some kind of boss showdown, if nothing else. I'm trying to think what boss... I don't know what Genbu refers to. I don't know what boss might have a Guardian Spirit that we didn't get a Guardian Spirit from yet. But if it weren't for the fact that I have a hunch that I'm going to enjoy being your lunch on DD4, if I didn't have a hunch that Nobunaga, and by hunch I mean some small aspects of the final mission I've had spoiled. But yeah, Demon King revealed suggests we're fighting Nobunaga in the main mission. I doubt they'll have us fighting him in a submission first. But Incident at Honnoji, maybe we'll fight No again. Maybe we'll fight Ranmaru Mori. Or Mori Ranmaru. One of those. I don't know. This would also be a place where it potentially would make sense to fight Obsidian Samurai. But yeah, we're gonna have to fight some kind of boss and have some kind of dialogue scene if we get a Guardian Spirit. But let's see. And this is, of course, Tenkai, we now know, is Mitsuhide. It's Akechi Mitsuhide. Or Mitsuhide Akechi. And he is the guy who actually killed Nobunaga, more or less. He was the guy who sent in troops and had him killed. He didn't personally... There was no duel at the end like they always show in the Samurai Warriors games. But, this is going back a while, but there is a certain item I accidentally left behind at Honnoji Temple. If you can find it for me, I will give it to you. Will you go and look? But be warned. It seems that a chill air lingers over Honnoji as yokai gather there. Be careful. So this may be a recycled version of that map from way earlier in the game. The first time we fought goofy, googly eyes lightning monster? I'm not sure. Honnoji, a temple in the northern area of Yamashiro no Kuni, and the final resting place of Oda Nobunaga, killed just before he was able to realize his ambition of uniting all of Japan. Known as both demon and hero for gaining control of nearly all of Japan with unprecedented speed, Oda Nobunaga was killed in 1582 when he was betrayed by one of his allies, and his sudden death sent shockwaves throughout the land. Shockwaves, of course, operated a space bridge connecting Earth to Cybertron. The betrayer, Akechi Mitsuhide, was himself quickly killed, and his intentions in killing Nobunaga remain shrouded mystery. Even now, nearly 20 years later, no one enters the temple for fear of the curse of Oda Nobunaga. Except we're going to. And we're going to find out about the curse of poorly maintained temple. Well, it's the snow level. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to be fighting Nohime again. Once again, no particular need to keep our eyes... This should be fairly short. No need to keep our eyes peeled for Kodama. So I'm starting to see how this is going to go. I evaded for sure. So these would be the ghosts of Oda's soldiers. And I'm going to have little battles I got to clear to progress. Okay, makes sense. Thought this was a treasure chest. Appears it is not. Yeah, seems likely that I'm fighting... I don't remember what she was called, but the ice demoness enemy that was representing Nohime. And something else has appeared. I was blocking, guys. Yeah, my main problem is always enemies in groups, and that it's impossible to avoid in these. Most of the main missions give you some ability to control this. The side missions are often about forcing you into combat in enclosed spaces. Get out of there. I'm trying to lock onto the little guy so I can maybe kill him with range. But the big guy keeps getting in the way. So I used up on my regular shuriken. Oh, and now I got you. I can only just hope this is really a short level with lots of guys I'm not going to enjoy fighting, but... I hate these guys, as you know. Damn. Kind of forgot to evade there. I mean, it could be that I don't even fight a big enemy at the end. I just fight lots of guys at that level. But this is Honnoji Temple. It's the last big side thing of the game. Yeah, that's usually frowned on, I will say. Now this is where we get into Mitsunari's, or Mitsuhide's head. That was a great sitcom, Mitsuhide's head. I mean, people didn't give that credit for how funny it was. And I thought the Julie Kavner did a fine job on Mitsuhide's head. And so did other people who were in the show whose names I don't know. I'm referencing Herman's head, in case you hadn't figured that out. Not a lot of people are going to reference Herman's head in the 21st century. Okay. Oh, you got elixirs? No. Oh, no, you don't have elixirs. You got something else. Damn. Getting a lot of nasty enemies here. Poison could just about do it for me with a little bit more. There we go. Our enemy lies within Honnoji Temple. I should probably hurry up while I still have the you will recover once from death status going. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I guess I could have been a lot more could have done a lot more free with my use of those items. I didn't realize. I had no idea that was the final boss, or I would have been spamming all sorts of items on him. Okay, never mind. I guess that represented Mitsuhide? No, Mitsuhide didn't die. Maybe that was Ranmaru. Okay. He was more of a melody guy. Okay. Alright, fair enough. This makes sense. We're getting his spirit animal, because we're not ever going to fight him directly. Dirty foreigners. Hey, but I'm nice. I'm helping you. I think I was the one on the screen right there. Possessed by Genbu. Yeah, it seems to me like I'm getting the short end of the stick there as far as him considering me an evil spirit, foreigner ruining the country. I guess if you come in at the same time as another foreigner and you're fighting that foreigner, then you're probably would appear to be part of the problem. I was concerned that you would not find it, but just looking at you I can see that you did. Well, you may keep the armor. It is of no use to me anymore, but it may do some good. I will content myself with watching your exploits from afar. And we got a Bellflower Kabuto, which I will lock down, Famed Samurai Locks, which I will use, and Smithing Text. Yeah, there we go. Not a bad haul. Not a bad haul. So if I go to my items, if I go to equip, no, hold on. Let's do it this way. Let's go to the shrine. Well, first of all, let's go to the blacksmith. Speak to Tome. Forge. You handed over Kagatsuchi's Magatama. The Magatama has improved the blacksmith's forging capabilities. You handed over Smithing Text. So now I can get stuff I couldn't get before, including Shigutsu Medicine. Secret medicine that fully restores your health. I wonder how many of those I can... Oh, Orochi scale. I can't smith them anyway, but apparently... Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'd probably be much better off finding a place where Shiguku medicine routinely drops than doing that. I gotta say, for a girl with, like, her arms do not appear to have the strength to do what she's doing right there. She's impressive. That is a theme in Japanese fantasy, though, is having, like, you know, Guan Yinping in the Dynasty Warriors games, and I forget her name, but she's got blonde hair and she wears wrestler clothes. I don't know if she's supposed to be Japanese or not in the Street Fighter series, where it's like a girl with like a kind of a normal appearance as far as arms. I mean, women can be very physically strong, but a woman whose physical strength, particularly upper body strength, is out of proportion with what women normally do. You know, they tend to physically look a little different from your typical woman. But yeah, Japanese games love to have girls who look really dainty and petite, and then like they have incredible physical strength. I don't know if it's meant to be funny or what. So we're pretty dang close to being able to level up, and we may be able to get there just based on offerings. But I want to make sure I lock this up, because I don't know if we can get another one. We can't use it anyway, but still. The rest of these, though... Oh, we got more than one Bellflower. I wonder which one we got for finishing the level. Well, anyway, I'll go with this fancier one instead of this one. And the rest of these, we're going to just turn in. I'm really sick of looking at items and figuring out which one's best. It's so rare for me to actually change gear now that I have a match set where the set bonus is useful. That did not give us enough inventory to push us over the top into territory we can level up. And now we've only got a 15-minute video going here because I didn't think this level would be quite that fast. So the only thing we haven't done now is this main mission, which I really want to start with its own video. So what I'm going to do, if you guys don't object too horribly, is we'll race through that mission again, the one that I use for off-screen leveling now. Who would be a fun character to play as that we haven't used? Tori Hanzo basically looks exactly the same. I kind of forgot that we can play as Tokugawa. He's not as goofy looking in this game as he is in Samurai Warriors. I like Muratara Tori. Tarakatsu. No, I'm just looking for somebody who has a particularly fun character design. We did the Obsidian Samurai already. You know what? This is actually a really bad idea. The one time I did this off screen, it went really, really well. Kind of pushing my luck doing it again. But Bitty Baby Kobayakawa would be fun, because if I lose, I can blame him, even though I think I might have already used him off screen. I might have already used him for something on screen. But this should give me enough to level up, and then if the video isn't quite full length, you know, we'll comfort ourselves with the fact that we've had videos that didn't go full length before. Or maybe I'll fight a dojo mission or something in the hopes of getting good Iga Ninja gear. Could always fight Okatsu. Those that I tend to either fail or succeed really quickly in those. But this would be the Bitty Baby Kobayakawa. I really would love to see if there's some way I can avoid killing this guy. I feel like this is the only guy I haven't really figured out an easy way to avoid him to make the level go faster. I kind of resent having to fight that one enemy other than the enemies in the boss room. Man, if Itty Bitty Baby Kobayakawa had this kind of heroism and skill, people wouldn't be giving him so much shit, you know? Dashing through a level full of baddies. Problem is, even fighting this level is not going to get us to a full video. So it helps to get the Amarita you get fighting these enemies here helps a lot with your leveling up, because if it was just... Oh, pardon me. No, I was trying to pause the game because I knew I was going to sneeze. It's actually kind of difficult to recover from needing to sneeze in the middle of this. I mean, I took one little hit. It's not a big deal, but... This is where it goes to shit. You don't quite get him killed. Ah, damn it. Damn it. See, that's where you get fucked. You don't quite kill him, and the stupid flying around guys who are way more trouble to take out than you would think if you haven't played the game, because one hit kills them, but you just no freaking way to hit them without getting like stun locked and damaged. So suddenly this like, oh, I'm blaming Itty Bitty Kobayakawa, of course, but suddenly this like really, hey, it's a super effective way to really quickly and easily level up, and then it's like, nope, you got to do the whole level over again because you didn't quite pull off that last part. You had like one hit left. Didn't quite get him poisoned so that he finished himself off at that point. And you waste a summoner's candle. I've got enough in reserve that I'm not going to go back and play through the level where you can get one each time, but there is a level where you can go get one each time you play through. This is another place where things can go south. If you get stuck on the corner with this guy, it's still best to try to lose him than to fight him, but sometimes you get stuck and get kind of drawn in for a second to combat. Now this door, you'll see, stays closed. And you don't want to waste too much time on this guy because his friend shows up after a certain amount of time, doesn't wait till that guy's defeated, I believe. I believe this is around here that he pops out. Oh, well, that one didn't actually die. And these jerks are slowing me down. Can't get... Yeah, those guys are fucking me over. I probably should have just finished him there, but I chose to be safe. There we go. Well, I mean, certainly the fact that I screwed... Now you saw both ways this can go, right and wrong, and doesn't go right away, but you salvage it. Those are kind of the three ways that fight can go. In the last video, I did this is the best outcome you can get, and this video I showed you failure, and close, but you pulled it out. So that's the thing. And we certainly have enough to level up now. So that, yeah. Now I could try to pad this out to a full-length video, or I could just let it go. If I stop now, I'll probably go walkies, come back, play some more. That's not a big deal. Valiant efforts are appreciated. You're the man. Haja the Evil Crusher. I think I've seen one of those before. It's kind of fun. But still, it's not part of a set. And even the ones that are part of a set, I'm not really looking that carefully at anymore. Genji armor. This is Final Fantasy. I'd be a lot more excited about seeing that pop up than I am here. So now I can level up again. I've been basically putting all my points into skill. I don't really have... Let's see. Maybe this is something I could do to pad out the video. I could think through some of this on screen. So I've got enough samurai skill points to pick up another passive. But what I've kind of done with the ninja skills, I don't know that there's that much more for me to get. I could slowly but surely build up ninja skill points in order to, I don't know, touch me not scrolls. I can increase the number of bullets. I can increase matchlock damage. That might actually be worth doing, but I would need to be leveling up ninja a lot. to get more cannon damage and matchlock damage. I haven't... Let's see. This might be useful. Although, as you saw, I can run through a whole stage without a whole lot of problem because of lightweight equipment. But increasing running speed and stuff, like, that's eventually something that might be worth doing. But yeah, the main stuff I wanted to get, I got maxed out paralysis defense. I'm not getting poisoned that often. I maxed out my poison shurikens. I'm not usually running out of toxic ground fire traps. I mean, I've kind of run out of stuff I need to do with the ninja stuff. And with Nioh, it's kind of like, well, I mean, I could keep putting points into this, but it just turns into a sink after a while. Increase my defense, blah, blah, blah. I've been trying to earn up points to get all the combat passives. And to that end, close combat damage increased by 5% against enemies with full life gauge. I need one more point for that. I could get melee weapon attack +2. And then I could save up and get ranged attack +3 and ignore bare hands. I can afford to go from... I've got increases damage of thrust attacks by 6. I could add another 3. I don't do that many thrust attacks. I only do them when I'm using the sword also. I've got when your health drops 30% or lower, reduce damage. That's a good one, but I need one more point to do that. That might be what I do, actually. And then Kusari Gama. Increase damage of final blows by 4%. I could do that right now without leveling up again. Increase damage dealt to enemies from behind. Health is a max. Your close combat damage increases by 3%. That one might be more useful, too. Grapple damage. I'm not grappling that often. And then Tonfas, I don't think had anything that was useful for. So I think I'm leaning towards receive damage reduced with one more samurai skill point. Although actually, now that I think about it, yeah, we are going to finish the video without doing another mission at this point, folks. Famed Samurai's Locks. I used that. Now I got 13 points. Nice. And with that, honestly, this is supposed to be your dumping ground for points once you don't have anything to get. But I think the very first level of each one might be useful. So just 6 and 6, ranged attack +3, melee attack +2. What is my ranged and melee attacks right now, though? Oh, that's not very much, is it? Because I think it is literally attack +2. So I would go from 623 to 625. That really doesn't feel like a good use of 6 whole points. Okay, so I will not do those yet. But this does mean I could do health drops 30% or lower, receive damage is reduced by 5%. That I think is worth it. And then to get another 5% for that would cost 8 points. Which I think is probably maxing that out does make sense to me. Or without leveling up again, I could get thrust damage, whatever. One more point, and I can increase my damage against enemies of full life gauge. I maxed out the key boosts and the key recovery boosts. So I can increase my damage against enemies with full life. I can increase my damage when my health is low. Although now I can't remember which weapon that is. And you're only increasing by 2%. Well, screw that. I think what I will do then is level up and get another samurai point. Because once again, I can level up my life. I might eventually just start throwing points into getting more ki. Although that doesn't do anything for my Kusarigama, which is my main weapon. Heart gives you the most ki. Matter of fact, heart is the only thing that just flat out increases your ki, unfortunately. Skill increases your ki pulse, but I want ki. Skill also gives me samurai skill points. Strength gives me samurai skill points. But it increases life and increases swords, whereas skill increases swords a little, but it also does Kusarigama. Skill is the thing I'm dumping points into right now. Oh, I know what I need to do. Sorry, this video is not going to go long because I did all this on screen. Yeah, my question was, do I have enough spirit to use Genbu and Atlas Bear to their fullest? Because I didn't even really look at them. Azuna gives us finish using a little. Okay, Genbu gives us Amio magic power is increased massively. It's the Amio magic one, basically, which makes sense since it's now they've decided that Mitsuhide is an Amio magic guy. Gives you good spirit protection, though. And then Atlas Bear is increased damage. Shorten recovery time out of ki. That's not bad at all. Life recovery by grapple. I don't use grapple that much. It makes you strong against lightning. Gives you 20% spirit protection. Everything gives you 20% spirit protection except for the one we just got, which gives you 30. Guard the Guardian Spirit watching over you. Reduces damage across the board. I mean, that could be a good one. Just reducing your damage by more than the other Guardian Spirits do. Lowers dash speed. No, I don't like that at all. Grants immunity to guard breaks if you sustain an attack while your magic skill is active. Increases defense based on your magic attribute. My magic attribute's pretty good. I like everything about this except for the fact that it slows your dash speed down. Why am I using this one? Because it gives me ki. That's really, I think, the only reason. Although also it increases my attack. Oh, no, it doesn't. Only when you do something with a skill. Well, I'm not going to worry about it now. I was looking to see if I had to level up spirit, but now I'm recalling I made an effort to level up spirit to the point where it would allow me to use all of the regular game stuff. So not strength. Skill will give me another samurai skill point, more ki pulse, and that's kind of just what I'm doing in general. And then the next time I level up, I can max out the damage reduction when you are at critical health. Doesn't necessarily feel like much until you're trying to survive and you're just barely dying. Like, I have a feeling that won't make too much difference. When we get into the DLC, everything's going to kill us in one hit. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. When we come back, we are going to be taking on the final main story mission. Not counting the epilogue, which is really the final story mission, so I don't know why I'm calling this the final story mission. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.